Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
318.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork. Knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 30.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Rodgers now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. Here we go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a first down throw, gone.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. To try again after the sack. Goff. And Woods has it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On first down, Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. So from the 36 now, first and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down now, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the end.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here comes the offense for Los Angeles as they get ready for this next possession. You think about the season that they had. Certainly not the first team to go from a Super Bowl appearance to missing the playoffs. But 9-7, not quite good enough to get back in 2019. This offense certainly not as dynamic as it was the past few years. So is there any part of you that says maybe the window has closed on the Rams team, or is that too harsh?
I think it's a little bit too harsh. I don't think the window is closed, but the window's a little foggy right now. Needs a little cleaning. And what I mean by that is they've given up a lot of draft capital to bring in players and sign long-term deals. Do you expect Todd Gurley to get back to being the Todd Gurley we saw as an all-pro runner as opposed to what we saw in 2019? Will Jared Goff, with his big contract, their quarterback, get back to that ascending quarterback? He struggled this year. The offensive line, which...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Let's switch gears, talk about Matt LaFleur and what he did in his first season as Green Bay comes back out here, Charles. 13-3, and really, by all accounts, exceeding expectations. A win over Seattle in the divisional round, and then that 49er run game, and Raheem Mostert did them in. But where do they go from here looking? Touchdown, Packers! Jamal Williams, 65 yards. as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Goff. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Woods the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better. About ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late time, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now on 2nd and 16, Goff dancing to his left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the... Big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! Alan Lazard, 36 yards as they have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and 9. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's Goff. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They're running with Gurley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dante Fowler, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this throw caught left side. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 7. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Rodgers. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Back to throw. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be caught by Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown. Down out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rodgers again now. Open man is Allison, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So Goff and the Rams down by a field goal. A minute 56 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A big play there. Goff to Cup. 43 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And Woods has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final second.
Guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park.